so happy to hop in. So, I wanted to really just quickly pop into your inbox and send you a little love note, give you some of my answers to some of the biggest questions that have come up for you in the Clients on Repeat training series and what people have been asking, and really tell you why I'm so freaking stoked to be able to serve you in such a big way. I know that a lot of you reached out and said that just the plausibility of being able to hop onto a group call at a certain time was just really low with everything going on in the world. And I totally get that, which is why I'm so excited to be able to offer you guys a mini free call with me. So I'm going to talk about what that would look like, how you can get your hands on one. Heads up, these are going so quickly. We already have sold out, have half of them. And I do have limited spots just because I have limited time available. So firstly, I want to answer a question that's been coming up a lot. And that is, Elise, how do I get people into my profit pathway in the first place, right? How do I get people taking that first step into my world? So there's two things I want you to consider on this. I'm going to keep this really quick. The first is that you have to really make sure that your profit pathway, the pyramid that we mapped out in the training, makes logical sense to your people. It's what they actually want. And you're speaking in a way to them through your marketing around getting them into that, even the first step, right? Making sure you're speaking to what they want and speaking to them in a way that makes them understand why they should take that next step and also create safety. So I wanted to just give you the heads up about that. Another really important thing. So the second thing is that you got to have a plan to get that out there, right? Here's what I see happen so often is that, people come up with a next step for their audience to go from cold leads to start to get to know them a little bit more. So again, maybe that's a group, a Facebook group. Maybe that is a workshop. Maybe that is an opt-in. Maybe it's a free call, whatever it is, they're offering it to their people, but they're not showing them why it is essential that they take that next step and how you're solving a huge problem that they have and really why they're crazy not to take you up on it. Because you guys, it's so important to remember that your people are so much more scared to reach out to you than you are to them, right? When you understand that, it makes part two of this answer so much easier to show up for, and it will be the difference maker. I promise you. I have seen so many businesses. I've supported so many businesses. I've grown my own business to multiple six figures. The way I've been able to do that so quickly and so sustainably and grow, and the way, I support my clients to do that and why they get such incredible results is that they really are willing to show up and get the thing out in front of their people more than a week. I'm over exaggerating and I'm being a little bit facetious here, but it's really easy to get this out there. And this is part two, FYI. Put this out there, throw it out once, get crickets, and then never want to do it again. That's just not how marketing works, right? So you have to really be committed to showing up and serving and telling people about this for longer than a week. Can you get results really fast? Fuck yes. Like, I opened the doors to my business, you guys. Within 2 weeks, I had signed 2 high-end clients, 14 days. It can happen so quickly if you're nailing all of these things and if your pathway makes a lot of sense, right? So I wanted to remind you of that. I wanted to answer that question for you so that if you're sending this out for a week and you're not getting results immediately, although you 100% can, but in case it doesn't get taken up right away, I want you to remember that it's not necessarily that it's not working. It's that you just need to tweak things. Maybe there is something in the pathway we need to tweak. Maybe you need to be marketing in a different way. Maybe your visibility strategy isn't where it needs to be. Maybe your content marketing isn't where it needs to be. I want you to remember that the way you win in business is by committing to one thing and being willing to work that until it works. This is truly the difference maker between feeling like you have to do all of the things and getting results, quite frankly, right? You need accurate data before you can change things in your business. I want you to remember that. So, because I know this is really hard to do on your own when we're in our business, and sorry, this is shaky because I get excited with my hands. When we're in our business, it's really hard to take an outsider's perspective and really see it from where our people are, right? That is something I am a fucking genius at. I'm just going to say it because it's true. I come up with the best ideas for my clients and they're always like, thank you, this is amazing. Anywho, I want to be able to do that for you. I want to be able to support you and I want to get my eyes on what you've mapped out in your pathway. And even if you haven't gotten there yet, that's okay. That's why you want to hop on one of these calls, because we're going to figure out what's stopping you from figuring this out. I'm going to support you to figure it out. And even if you have created that pathway, I'm going to audit it for you and make sure it's actually going to work when you get it out there. And depending on the time, because these are 30 minutes and we can accomplish magic in that time, but there's only so much we can do. But depending on the time, I'm more than available to see, okay, so what's our strategy to actually get this out there? How do we get you visible? How do we get you marketing in a way that's going to really attract your dream people? So that being said, I hope this was helpful. I want you to really think about those two things as it relates to actually getting people into your world and taking the next step and hiring you. And if you haven't already booked one of these calls, I honestly don't know what you're waiting for. Hurry up and get in. These are going so quickly and I want to be able to support you, but I also really want to acknowledge and honor those of you that are fast action takers. So this is your call. Head on over, go and book. And if you can't find a time, I am quite full next week already just because of my regular client load and all that jazz. But if you reach out to me quickly and you say, Elise, I can't find a time, I'm willing to be flexible. I am in Australia, so, I get time zones and all that. Anywho, I'm rambling. I love you. Thank you for joining this challenge. I really hope you, honor yourself and your business and delve into this and book in a time to chat because it's the smartest business move you could make. I promise you. I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Bye.